Warning! This video will contain minor spoilers of Dead Rising 2 off the record, minor spoilers of Dead Rising 3, sexual innuendo, swearing, hairy old man chest, video games, and opinions. If you're not a fan of any of these things, you may want to tune out now. But for the rest of you who've stuck around for the old man chest, let's get going! Dead Rising 3 is finally out on PC! Woo! Celebrate! The hit new Dead Rising title, made by a new dev team, has finally made its way over from the dry, barren valley of death known as X-Bone to somewhere warm and hospitable. Like PC! So now we can all play this game and enjoy it, right? Yeah, sure, I guess. I mean, the game's got some issues. In this video, I'm gonna ramble a bit and make some comparisons to the last Dead Rising game I played, Dead Rising 2 off the record. Dead Rising 3 starts off following Nick, some random mechanic, as he stumbles down a highway or something, trying to accomplish something I don't remember because it's probably not important. By the way, Nick doesn't normally look like this, I just like his punk costume. So Nick eventually wobbles his lanky butt into the city of Los Perdidos, which, surprise surprise, is busy doing its best Raccoon City impression. Nick meets up with the thoroughly unlikable Rhonda, and a shitty asshole version of Terry Bogard. Hey, come on! And together they dive balls deep into this frothing horde of throbbing zombie meat to try and escape? I guess? Alright, so let me get this out of the way. Dead Rising 3 is a fun game. I enjoy it a lot. However, I don't think it's a great Dead Rising game. It makes some weird choices in terms of its design that bug me really badly. Also, a brief pause real quick to bring attention to this guy. Look at him! Look at him clinging to the front of that little motorcycle thingy. Look at him, he loves it. Look at him, he's getting the ride of his life. Yeah! You go, zombie. Hang in there, zombie. Also, because I'm playing this on a PC, I have to mention that it runs like fucking garbage. It gets random frame drops, it can't consistently maintain 30 FPS, let alone 60. The FOV is by default somewhere around 40 to 60, so I can't play it for more than a half hour before I get eye strain and nausea and blah 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 blah. Bad optimization, bad port, GG Capcom. Anyway, I'm gonna highlight a few things that I noticed that really bothered me during my first bunch of hours with the game. Issue number 1. I can't close doors. Now you may think this is nitpicking, and you'd be right, but seriously? I can't close doors? Why can't I close doors? What's the point in not letting me close doors? Was this just an oversight by the devs? It's gotta be, right? In Dead Rising 2 off the record, closing doors means protecting yourself from the never-ending hordes of shambling gray flesh just outside. Zombies, miraculously, don't know how doorknobs work. Once the door's shut, they just kind of forget what they were doing. So, say if you needed to craft a combo weapon, or wanted to protect the survivor that's following you around from getting swarmed, or if you just plain don't feel like dealing with that mass of zombies, you just close the door and be on your way. Dead Rising 3 does not have this feature. For some reason, you can open doors all day. Yeah, you can open them, that's not a problem. But for some ungodly reason that I cannot fathom, Nick is allergic to touching doorknobs twice. It just freaks him out. His hands just slide off the doorknob like butter after the first go. I don't get it at all, and it makes something like, say, trying to build a car in a garage really hard, because zombies can just keep wandering in forever and slapping your butt cheeks or ankles, immediately knocking you out of the menu you were in. I mean, look at this greatness. Look at it. Look at him go. Look at he's slamming and closing that door like crazy. Frank can open and close doors all goddamn day until his wrists fall off. He's a goddamn man. But not Nick. Nick's a little piss baby. Well, fucking piss baby. Issue number 2. Power creep. According to Wikipedia, power creep is the gradual unbalancing of a game due to successive releases of new content. I have never seen a game suffer from such intense power creep like Dead Rising 3 does. In Dead Rising 2, the most amazing weapon you can come across in the first 2 hours of play is a bat with some nails in it. That's it. I mean, assuming you don't already know about all the cool hidey holes where the neat stuff is.
Killing spree.
Dead Rising 3, in the meantime, has you smashing axes with hammers within the first 15 minutes, and they just kind of stick and work. Now, I mean, this isn't necessarily a bad thing, because the game makes you feel like a badass, like, right away. That's cool, but the problem is that they keep doing it so early on. After about 25 to 30 minutes, you're at a garage and Nick, being the enterprising young coward that he is, takes a look at a steamroller and another random busted-up vehicle and thinks, yeah, I can fix that. And in, like, 30 seconds, this guy has somehow crafted a fully armored battle truck with a turret. Let me reiterate that. A fully loaded, infinite ammo turret on a fully armored, like, battle wagon that's suitable for, like, twisted metal black. Out of a steamroller and a junked car. What? What? How? He's just a normal mechanic. There's nothing special about this guy. He's just a dude. He just walked in here and just did it.
All right!
I mean, sure, Frank West makes some dumb bullshit in Dead Rising, but what the fuck, seriously? Hasn't even been an hour into the game, dude! And within the next hour, the game starts rapid-fire shitting combo weapons at you, which Nick can make whenever he wants as long as he has 2 items he can lick and stick together. And this shit goes to ridiculous levels. The PC version has it the worst too, because in the Apocalypse edition of the game, they just give you a shit ton of DLC, like right off the bat. And look at these DLC weapons! Battle Hammer. Zombie Head Popper Gun. Minigun. Space Marine Chainsword. Insta-freeze Ice Stick. Gauss Cannon. Fuck! I mean, for fuck's sake, look at this right here. You can get an axe and a shield. Just pop it out of the locker. I mean, look at it. Look at this part right here. Look at this. This looks like I'm playing Rise, Son of Rome. I just need to put some God of War music over this and suddenly it's the same game. And even disregarding those, the game's combo weapons are way too easy to make and way too abundant. You can combine a sledgehammer and a battery to create fucking Thor's hammer and annihilate hundreds of zombies with a sassy little waggle of your stick. It's probably my favorite weapon early on because it makes you feel really powerful and pretty cool. But still, Jesus Christ, man, I just turned the game on! And the fact that you can unlock abilities to allow you to make these powerful items with almost anything at any time means you'll constantly have these powerful combo weapons on you. So you're always leveling, never being bogged down by zombie hordes, and eventually zombies will cease to be a threat and just become a nuisance really early on. Now, this happened in other Dead Rising games too. It happens in all of them after a point, in fact, but never this early. Never within the first 2 hours of the game.
We're gonna take a break here. Tune in next time. Be on the lookout. Like, favorite, and subscribe. Maybe, if you want to see part 2, because I'm gonna upload part 2 another time.
Yeah!
It'll probably be up before I finish Castlevania. Fuck that game and fuck Dead Rising 3. Bye!